Scoopsters. So today I'm trying to get myself back into making videos, and I decided I'd start with an amethyst oil because honestly I really just need it. And the divine has been slowly but surely trying to let me know that I have a dis-ease or I'm out of balance or of sorts. And I saw the little recommended section, and it showed Lady Grave Dancer's amethyst oil, and I got my little Subway teas, just green tea and honey. And so I was thinking, ooh, that actually sounds kind of good. And then before I even watched it, I kind of came up with some correspondences. Turned out the recipe I came up with was pretty similar to the one that she shared in the video after I watched it. So I was like, cool. Is this recording? Okay, good. So I decided I'd come on here and share it with you. Like I said, I can't really take full credit because she did show the recipe before, but this is my, I guess you could say, adaptation. So it's going to be put in here and let to steep or really charge for at least a day. I'm not fully sure just yet, but we're going to get started. So you want to have a jar that fits your amethyst, and I specifically picked this one because I don't really use this for anything, first of all, and I love the various points in all directions. It really seemed to represent that it's flourishing, and that's what I really need right now. So I'm just going to put that in there, and it sits in there relatively nicely. I'm also kind of using this for like balance, harmony, focus, intuition. I'm going to put all the intentions in the description box below so you know what I'm going to be using this for. It's a little different, but there are some similarities of what I'm using it for. So we got the amethyst, and with this one I'm actually going to charge it off camera just because I'm short for time with my lighting. And I'm going to charge it all at once. Next I'm going to add the snake skin. Now this isn't exactly a whole piece because the head's missing. I ripped it off and put it in a different potion, but I'm feeling kind of called to use a lot. I have another whole piece that I can use for something, so I'm just going to put all of this in here. And that's kind of to help with the transformative rebirth. This is kind of to help with anxiety, depression, stress management, to kind of rekindle things that are lost. So this like transformative release that which is holding you and being reborn with what it is you want, so to speak. And like I said, all the intentions will be in the description box below. I am also putting some rosemary. Now this is wild harvested rosemary, and I specifically want that because I want the intentions or vibrations of being able to connect with nature even when I'm not in nature. And so that's what this is all for. That's why I specifically used the wild harvested rosemary and not the one you would buy at the store or online or anything like that. And I want to use about this nice section of 3 pinches of rosemary. I want to get the last bit of this. Okay, oops, I spilled a little. Okay, so that's that, and what's awesome is that wild rosemary, well, I don't know if it's necessarily wild, but it grows pretty prominent here in Cali where I am, so I can always harvest more. And now, this is naturally dried and fallen off the bush hibiscus flower, and this was at the home of one of my exes. I make it sound like I have a shit ton, but of an ex, and I decided to keep some, and I really liked it, and it had the home is a really beautiful place, and it's great for eating and focus as well, so I'm going to put a little handful in there. I have plenty, so, and I think that's going to make it look really nice as well. Let's see. I'm gonna be adding 2 essential oils, but I'll be adding those after I add the olive oil. when I just bought this oil because I didn't have it, and I bought, I didn't want the extra virgin one. I wanted it to be in its natural state as much as possible. Trying to see if it says cold pressed or anything like that. Oh, it says refined and virgin olive oils. So I guess this is technically a virgin, but it wasn't labeled as such. So my point was to try and get one that was unchanged as much as possible. I'm just gonna pour this in there, and the reason why I'm using olive oil is because I wanted it matched a lot of the same intentions as the amethyst, and so there we go. And also because I'm kind of see my body as a temple, like a home, like a sacred space, and olive oil is kind of connected with a home and hearth and harmony and all that. That's kind of what all of this is going into. Like I said, look in the description box and you'll see the intentions. I'm also adding lavender and eucalyptus. Now I was actually about to grab lemongrass, but then I realized that it's a snake repellent, and since I'm working with serpent vibration, animal totem, whatever you want to call it, I didn't want to disrespect it, so I decided to go with the eucalyptus instead. It can still probably deter because it has that menthol type of thing, but I really wanted something to be like a spark of opening up and something that's really strong. So, and since lemongrass specifically was worded as being a snake repellent, I'll just open the lavender first. Okay, I decided not to use it. Plus, I'm trying to get myself to really get used to using eucalyptus, because I'm not a big fan of it, honestly, but it's such a great herb to use. And I'm just doing a little pentagram about 3 times with this one, just to, and letting some fall in the center, just to kind of put in intention, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sorry y'all, I'm not good with talking and doing things at the same time, but I really miss doing these types of videos, and so I'm just gonna put the jar on, put the lid on, and I'm just gonna stir it. Plus I'm also trying to hurry up because I only have about 10 minutes before that light shuts off. And I'm like spinning it, I guess, diosol or sunwise or clockwise to kind of increase the intention, because I'm going to do an actual enchantment off camera just so I can be fully focused. But that's pretty much it. That's my amethyst oil, and I'm going to let this sit anywhere from 1 to 3 days, and just to let it really charge on my altar tile. This is kind of my current altar right now, and I might give it some shakes and enchantments every now and then. But yeah, that's my amethyst oil. I'm actually going to come back and do a mix and grind up some herbs and stuff with y'all, and make what I call a rich witch powder, because I got the last of the ingredients that I needed today. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and hopefully I'm going to try and get these both uploaded, either at least this one this week, maybe the powder as well. Oh, and this was a apple Mexican soda, and I don't have the cork over here, but funny thing is that I kept the bottle and I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I'm going to add this in here once it dries, because I had to wash it and get the label off, and there's a little condensation, and I have a cork that has like a stamping of grapes or whatever, and it came from a wine bottle, which came from a Thanksgiving celebration thing, so it had a nice intention to it, so I want to kind of put that in there. But, oh, alright, that's the cue, guys. Bye!